Hey, hey, hey! Happy Thursday, everyone! Let us continue with our lesson for quarter 1, week number 5. And of course, we are still under the topic, graphing linear equations in two variables. Part 2. Okay, so for this week, our focus is on the linear equation in two variables. Ang highlight natin, itong dalawang equation na ito. We have ax plus by is equals to c, and the other one is y equals mx plus b. Yung y equals mx plus b, this is what we call the slope-intercept form. Okay, linawin lamang nating maigi. Itong dalawang to, pareho silang linear equations. Ibig sabihin, kapag ginraph natin sila, we will form lines. Okay? So, silang dalawa ay magkapareho. Ibig sabihin, yung ax plus by is equals to c can be rewritten in the form y is equal to mx plus b. Okay? In order to do so, kailangan lamang nating tandaan ang addition property of equality at yung multiplication property of equality. Ganito lamang yan. Di ba meron tayong equal sign? Ang ibig sabihin ng equal sign, kung ano yung nasa left side at yung nasa right side, equal sila. Nakabalanse sila. Kaya naman, anything na in-add or subtract natin sa left side must also be done on the right side to keep them equal. Ganun din naman, if we multiply or divide any number on the left side of the equation, we must also do that on the right side para manatili silang equal. Okay, so for example, yung ating given last time, di ba, x plus y is equals to 2. This is in the form ax plus by is equals to c. Kaya kung ililipat natin siya sa form na y is equals to mx plus b, analyze muna natin. Kailangan, ang nasa left side lamang ay y. Okay? So, in order to do that, kailangan alisin natin si x. At para maalis si x, kailangan tayo mag-minus ng x. Diba? Kasi x minus x is equals to 0. Pwede natin siyang makancel. Pero, pag ginawa natin yon, x minus x, kailangan mag-minus x din tayo doon sa right side. Ayan, malinaw yan, ha? So, x minus x sa ating left side will equal to 0, kaya mawawala na siya. May iwan na si y. Sa kabila naman, syempre, 2 minus x. Pero, i-rewrite din natin siya, i-rearrange para magmukha siyang mx plus b. Mauna muna si x bago yung constant. Kaya kata nyo, nilipat ko si negative x, tapos, naging nasa right side niya yung plus 2. Okay? Ayan. O, diba? Kamukha na siya, o parehong format na siya nung y is equals to mx plus b. Kapag nasa gantong format na siya, or form, madali na nating ma-identify yung m. So, ang m is negative 1, at yung b naman natin is equals to 2. Okay? At remember, yung m natin, siya yung ating slope, at yung ating namang b, yun ang ating y-intercept. Naalala nyo si y-intercept? Y-intercept is simply yung point kung saan nandoon siya along the y-axis. Okay, tignan natin. Ay, mamaya, papakita ko yung graph mamaya. Magbigay lang tayo ng isa pang example. This time naman, baliktad. What if the given is in the form slope-intercept? No? Slope-intercept form yung given. Okay, so kung gagawin natin siyang ax plus by is equals to c, mapapansin nyo, yung x and y variables nandoon naman sa left. So, baliktad naman, ano? So, ngayon naman, ang gagawin natin, yung 3x dito sa right side, aalisin naman natin. Kasi kailangan ang may iwan lang ay yung constant dito sa ating right side. So, para mawala si 3x, kailangan mag-minus tayo ng 3x. Diba? Pag nag-minus tayo ng 3x sa right, magma-minus din tayo ng 3x dito naman sa ating left side. So, ganito siya. Yan. So, sa ating right side, 3x minus 3x will give us 0. Kaya, may iwan na lamang is negative 11. Sa kabila naman, yan, nag-rearrange ulit tayo. Kasi nga, gagawin natin siyang kamukha ng ax plus by is equals to c. Kaya mapapansin natin, mauuna dapat si x. So, negative 3x plus y. O, yan na. Actually, okay na to. Kaya lang, let's keep yung numerical coefficient ng x. Let's keep it positive. Okay? So, para maging positive, ano naman ang pwede natin gawin? O, diba tandaan nyo? Negative times negative will give us positive. Kaya, mag-multiply tayo ng negative 1 on both sides of the equation para maging positive yung ating a o yung negative 3x. Okay? So, gawin natin yun. Mag-multiply tayo ng negative 1 on both sides of the equation. Yan. I-distribute natin yung negative 1. So, negative 1 times negative 3x magiging positive 3x na. Negative 1 times y will give us negative y. Sa kabila naman, ganun din. Negative 1 times negative 11 will give us positive 11. Ayan na. We've changed the slope-intercept form into ax plus by is equal to c na format. Okay? Now, let's proceed sa pag-graph. Ang pinaka-basic na natutunan natin is yung pag-graph kapag ang given ay 2 points. So, for example, given ang 2 points or 2 ordered pairs, negative 4, at 6, 1. So, i-plot lamang natin siya. Tandaan, yung first number is x, yung second number naman is for y. So, ayan yung point natin, negative 4, at yung isa naman, nasa first quadrant, 6, 1. Kapag may 2 points na tayo, we can now connect and form a line. Ayan. So, yun yung madaling part, yung graphing and plotting of points. Ngayon, pag sinabi, let's also get, or let us also determine the slope. Okay? Kapag given ng 2 points, tandaan lamang yung formula na rise over run. So, ang rise, diba, yung change in height, either upward or downward. So, mula sa isang point, para makarating tayo doon sa second point, ilang spaces yung kailangan na pag-akyat. So, pag pataas, that's positive. Over dun sa run. Yung run naman, yung movement, left to the left or to the right. Dahil to the right yung movement mula dun sa first point to the second point, positive yan. So, pag kinount natin yung spaces, we will have 5 spaces for the rise and 10 spaces for the run. So, we have 5 divided by 10 or kapag nilowest term natin, 1/2. Pwede rin natin gamitin yung formula. Diba may formula tayo for slope, which is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, gagamitin lamang natin yung values ng ating ordered pairs, substitute, and mapapansin nyo, we will still arrive at the same answer, which is 1/2. Okay. What if, this time, 2 points pa rin yung given, pero yung x and y intercept ang binigay? O, diba? Pareho lang naman yan. Ang x and y intercept are also ordered pairs. Kaya nga lang, yung y-intercept, makikita natin yung point along the y-axis. Yun namang ating x-intercept will be found along the x-axis. So, yan. I-plot lamang natin yung points and, of course, connect in order to form a line. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, this is the same line, katulad kanina. Kaya nga lang, ang kaibahan, yung points natin ay x and y intercept. So, kapag sinolve natin ang slope niyan, same din, ano? So, bilangin lang natin yung spaces ng movement sa rise and run. O, diba? Mapapansin nyo, we still arrived at 1/2. Pareho pa rin, kasi this is the same line. Ganun din po if we use the formula na y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, substitute lamang natin yung ating x and y intercept na values and we will get the answer na 1/2. Okay. O yan ha. Alam na natin yung slope. The slope is 1/2. And based dito sa ating points, ang atin namang y-intercept ay -2 kasi dun siya tumama along the y-axis. So, using the form y is equals to mx plus b, pwede nating ma-determine yung ating equation, yung equation ng line. So, yung m, which is 1/2, ipalit lang natin sa m, at yung ating y-intercept na -2, ipalit lamang natin sa b. Therefore, we will get the equation y is equals to 1/2 x minus 2. Pwede rin natin itong i-rewrite in this way. Y is equals to x over 2 minus 2. Pareho lamang yan. Okay? So, yan po. Yan ang summary ng ating natutunan ngayong week number 5. Again, maraming salamat po sa inyong pakikinig. At keep posted po, no? Patuloy po ang paggawa natin ng mga videos para sa ating mga susunod pang mga lessons. Again, keep safe everyone and bye-bye!